All right, Wildcat fans, we are coming at you from Wildcat Field here on this lovely Thursday afternoon. Starting a little early today because of the rain. First pitch in there from Harper Schurz goes as a swinging strike. Still working to get set up here, so bear with us. And should be pretty close. So 0-1 pitch coming. On the mound is Harper Schurz. Behind the plate, catching is Reese Nelson. Next pitch is in the dirt. This is going to be an adventure today. Definitely not a statistical day. Just with the challenge of a wet ball. Constant towels, constant all of the goodness that comes with conditions. So expect some errant throws. I love standing right behind shortstop here, or first base, with throws coming across the infield. So that too should be fun. Next pitch in there, low for ball 2. And again, given hand size, ball size of softball and the seams, this can be a tricky battle today. All right, so that brings us 2-1 delivery, and we're going to be swapping balls again. And this might be right at that edge of what's tenable, what's not. So it'll be interesting to see how these girls react to the situation. Again, so didn't have a good intro as we were getting set up. Ball 3, 3-1. We have Menomonie Mustangs joining or visiting the River Falls Wildcats. And unlike the other day, today is, that was gorgeous on Tuesday. Today we have a front that arrived. We got a nice steady drizzle coming at you. It's still warm though. So it's one of those, it's not miserable, but not easy to play in either. So all things said, we are coming up on the first batter, or we're midway through the first batter of the game. Got a 3-1 count, and we continue to navigate Waterham. We're gonna have an enlarged strike zone, I suspect. That was definitely a low pitch, but we'll take it for strike 2. So now we're battling back, full count, and the 3-2 delivery coming. Pitch in there low, scooped by Nelson, and that will be the first base runner aboard. Leadoff walk. Again, stats are absolutely not even worth keeping today. It's one that you probably, without even seeing the game being played, it's one that needs an asterisk when factoring it in. So here we are, 1 on, nobody out, top of the first. First batter on board with a walk. First pitch in there. Girl squared around to bunt. Good rotation by the larger Wildcat defense. You got second rotating Rory Opatz, Lily Wang on this side. So Wang is playing first, starting at first with Rory Opatz. Shortstop is a good bunt laid down, and picking it up. And first out made, second out thrown across and safe. So good execution. Hopefully you guys could see all of that action at home. Bunt was laid down, perfect spot, fielded by Wang. Wang rotated through to Opatz, covering from second, which allowed the runner to go from first to third. So I'd say good execution on both sides of that equation. Offense wants to advance the runner as far as they can, and defense needs to get the out on the bunt. So both were effective. First pitch, third batter, squares to bunt again. I really like this call, both to just see how River Falls is going to react to it. Runner on third, bunting is always an interesting call, but is the team going to give up the run, or are they going to try to get the out at home? Again, second bunt, and everybody good. So, all right, 1-1 count. Looks like we're going to stay with the same plan. So 1-1 delivery, 1 out coming. Outside pitch, and ball's going to get by Nelson, and that will score the run. So 2-1 pitch in. All right, now I'm hearing the no bunt call, so everyone's expecting a swing, and that pitch was swung on and missed for strike 2. One pitch drilled back up the middle for a base hit. So with 1 out and 1 in, we have our first base hit of the game. Again, this always argue, is it easier to play offense or defense in the rain? I think it depends on the sport. Definitely think it's tougher to play defense with this sport, where you've got to handle the ball. You just got to square it up and see it and hit it on the offensive side. So all those other finer points of controlled throws and pitching get difficult. First runner goes, throw comes down, and throw beater by a mile. Just got to make the scoop and tag. That was Nora Killian on the scoop. Good execution, battery. So swinging strike 1, throw down. Tag not applied, and that will be a stolen base. 0-1 coming, squares to bunt, fouled back for strike number 2. You gotta love that. Dry the ball off and then throw it in the dirt on the way back, you know. But sometimes the dirt can actually help give you a little grit to grab. So 1-2, swung on, pop foul this side, and it's going to be fouled out of play, first base side. Next pitch, fouled first base side, late swing, dribbled down this side, coming right at you, and count remains a 1-2 as we were trying to figure out the different ball situations. All right, the 1-2 delivery. Called strike 3 for out number 2 of the first inning. Looked like a pretty solid pitch on the height. I think she painted the outside corner and called strike. And again, if I'm in the dugout right now, I'm telling everybody, you're going to see an expanded zone, most likely. You can't go, when pitchers have enough trouble just controlling pitches, a tight strike zone's absolute nightmare. All right, first pitch in. Oh, man. All right, first pitch called strike. Nobody was awake on the steal of third, so it's unfortunate, but all right. Oh, I guess that was a called ball. So, runner advances to third base on a fake bunt steal. All right, next pitch, swung on for a strike. So that brings us to a 1-1 count, 2 outs, top of 1. And a low strike called for strike 2. It looks like Schurz has kind of found her groove. Any grip adjustments are made, and next pitch swung on, strike 3 ends the side. So with 1 hit, 1 walk, some decent base running, and some bunts. The Menomonie Mustangs in the first with 1 run. And in true form, we're going to kick it over to our sponsors while we get things underway here.
Sponsors for supporting our broadcast of today's game. Johnny's Bar in downtown River Falls is a proud supporter of Wildcat softball. Looking for your new favorite hangout? Come on down to Johnny's Bar, where good friends, cold drinks, and great times go hand in hand. When life throws you a curve, whether it's a fender bender, a hailstorm, or a new home adventure, you need someone who's got your back. You can trust Jared Hines and his team at American Family Insurance in downtown Ellsworth. Accidents happen, and when they do, call Jared and protect your crash with the stash. River Falls Wildcat Softball would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting our broadcast of today's game. Johnny's Bar in downtown River Falls is a proud supporter of Wildcat softball. Looking for your new favorite hangout? Come on down to Johnny's Bar, where good friends, cold drinks, and great times go hand in hand. When life throws you a curve, whether it's a fender bender, a hailstorm, or a new home adventure, you need someone who's got your back. You can trust Jared Hines and his team at American Family Insurance in downtown Ellsworth. Accidents happen, and when they do, call Jared and protect your crash with the stash. River Falls Wildcat Softball would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting our broadcast of today's game. Johnny's Bar in downtown River Falls is a proud supporter of Wildcat softball. Looking for...
All right, up next to bat first is Autumn Schultz leading off. First pitch swung on, strike 1. So looks like similar order thus far with Autumn Schultz leading off, playing third base tonight. The 1-2 delivery popped up left side. That's going to be out of play. And that will bring it to 1-2. Do our best here to keep the zoom locked and follow play while holding an umbrella. Next pitch goes in high for ball 1. I think it's right, like the fence line for our canopy is going to be just below. All right, 1-2 delivery. Nobody out. Leadoff batter here. Schultz pulls one hard to the left field line. The ball comes back in. Be nice and saturated. Just things you pay attention to here. The outfield throws, always the fun one as it rolls through the wet grass. And again, we're only going with a singular cam tonight, mostly because it's wet. We have limited gear to cover, and limited arms to provide cover. All right, 1-2 pitch coming. Schultz up, way up in the box, expecting, again, speed. I think from what I've seen thus far around the league, at least JV level, our 3 pitchers are slinging the ball much quicker than what we've been facing. I doubt that will hold across the league, but we'll see. All right, 2-2 delivery going, ripped towards left field. Autumn's going to turn around it, and ooh, had her chance. It was fielded nicely there by the left fielder. Leadoff runner aboard for the Wildcats. Always love seeing that. And trying to navigate the towel here. All right, not much doing here. Minor conversation, but lead out runner is aboard here in the bottom of the first. I don't think I changed that. Up next to bat is Rory Opat's first pitch taken for ball one. Looked like it missed high. All right, next pitch coming, swung on, and it is caught by the third baseman, and Schultz quick to get back, so that will be a, looked like she did not square that up or got it off the end of the bat. It didn't come off the bat all that well, but easily fielded by the third baseman. Came up throwing to first, tried to double Schultz off, and to no avail. So, next pitch, popped up here. Oh, that's danger. That's nothing you can do in that moment. And unfortunately, Schultz got stuck. Again, nothing you can do. Infield pop-up, second base, calling it, some confusion, it drops. And that will be out number 2 for the Wildcats with Harper Lee on board. So up next is Nora Killian playing shortstop tonight. First pitch taken for called strike 1. And we'll see if they're going to try to move the runners. We'll see what we got here. First 1-0 coming. Swung on, and just by moving the runner, oh, Lee's going to try for third, and she's in there safely. And that moves the runners around. Good aggressive base running there. Don't know if it was a called hit and run, but at the end of the day, Lee taking off towards second pulled the shortstop at least 2 steps over, which ball got through. So all in. It was a base hit that by Nora Killian to advance the runner over to third. So runners moving around. Up to bat next is, looks like Hannah Latham. I'm not sure where she's playing. First pitch misses for low, ball 1. So again, little 2-out jingle. Timely hit right now would be clutch. Likely score 2. At least that's how I'm playing this. If it gets to the green, we're scoring from second. Next pitch swung on and missed for 1-1 count. Again, you've heard me say, Hannah through the years loves the hitting part of this game. Always steps in there looking to smash the ball. Wouldn't say has been known to overswing, but that's part of power hitting. Was around when she had a clutch home run last year in fall ball or summer ball, and a lot of fun. So she brings a lot of good energy to the team. So next pitch misses, low for ball 3. So that brings the count to 3-1. On deck is Tatum Ellingson, sophomore Tatum Ellingson. Another solid stick in the heart of this Wildcat lineup. So 3-1 delivery coming, and Latham's just out in front of it. She calls it back for strike number 2. So we are looking at a full count, 2 outs. Runners on second and third here in the bottom of the first. Wildcats down 1 run. Next pitch, ball's blooped to second base and gloved nicely by the second baseman, making up for the first miscommunication. So out number 3 with, let's see, a couple of hits, fielder's choice. The Wildcats leave 2 runners on and remain down 1 to the Menomonie Mustangs. All right, back to the action, folks. We have a little mound huddle out there. Let's zoom in, see if we can see kind of strategy they're playing. Looks like high five strategy, or low five. So, all right, let's get back to it. Try to keep the umbrella out of the way there. So, we're about ready to start inning number 2. I think we're batter 4 or 5 here. First pitch swung on and hit to the gap, out to left field, to the right side of shortstop Nora Killian. So 1 pitch, 1 hit, and the Mustangs are aboard here in the top of 2. Zoom out as best we can here, and first pitch to the second batter is going to be a bunt. Oh, misplayed by Schultz over at third. Ball was spinning and it just literally jumped around her glove. So a bunting single for the second runner aboard. Rotation was good, just a goofy ground ball made it tough to play. So everybody should be alive and know what your assignments are. Outfielders here and there going 4. Infielders nearest bag. Still reminding. All right, first pitch underway. Swung way behind. Fouled off to the Menomonie dugout for strike number 1. As we into this, looking to get an out, not unfamiliar territory for sure. Next pitch just misses low and in for ball 1. Harper's done really good this year, battling out of tough inning situations. And we'll see what happens here. Ground ball to Wang. Wang, oh, indecisive on where to go next, but secured the first one. And probably a good throw. I don't know that she had room at second or third, and you don't want her throwing to second if need be. You're throwing behind the lead runner there. So first out made on a ground ball to Lily Wang. Advances the runners. All right, so thus far they, I don't know if Shears is having take a little off. She's had solid control thus far. And we're off and on with the sprinkles miss. Here comes bunt attempt, and girl's free. So looks like we didn't see a lot of this the Tuesday night, which is interesting. So thus far, they like to play a little small ball, which makes softball a lot of fun. So the bunts, what are you doing situationally? So first pitch bunt attempt for strike 1. Second pitch called strike 2. So 2 runners in scoring position here. We got an 0-2 pitch coming. Let's see how Shears handles this. Next pitch, swung on for strike 3. Out number 2. So again, and thinking we're coming back up to the top of the order, and if memory serves, this was a walk. I'm going with that only because she has slide marks on her pants, so she has been around the bases once. First pitch coming. Called strike 1. Throwing in some rhythm right now. Again, I'm not sure how much it's raining, but I will take a quick weather check between innings. Next pitch. Foul ball, or pushed hard to the right side and was drifting foul. And I just noticed our tent, our rain shelter, is slightly in the way, but again, second pitch swung at, fouled away, hard down the right field line, also indicative of timing. Again, you've heard me say we definitely have quite the stable of pitchers, and they all bring really good velocity for JV. So you see a lot of foul balls to the opposite side of the batter. All right, so the 0-2 delivery coming. Swung and wait for it. Foul ball to the right side. So let's see what Schurz does now. So she's staying on top of it. I would try to move this out of the zone and up, ideally. But let's see what we got. Next pitch. In the dirt. Good location. See if you can get her chasing there, but that goes in for ball one. So again, runners on second and third, 2 outs. 1-2 delivery coming. Pitch underway. There's a good location. I like that too. So checking in, checking out. See if you can get the batter just a touch nervous and navigate from there and get her chasing. But now we got to get down to business. 2-2 count. Pitch comes back and pop towards us here on the camera work. I at least have a shield today that I can guard foul balls with. Normally it's going to have to be ninja hands. So again, the 2-2 pitch coming. So far a solid at bat. Schurz working ahead in the count. Pitch coming and swung, strike 3 to retire the side. Again, very nice work of staying calm, staying focused, and getting after the outs. So good battle there. That brings us to the bottom of second, and we're going to kick it over to some of our other fine sponsors here in River Falls.
Of today's game. Looking to move in or move up? Connect with Sarah Jenkins and Property Executives Realty, your hometown expert. Visit sarahjenkins.com today and let Sarah help you find your way home. Allie and the Massa Mortgage team is your trusted partner in navigating the complex world of home financing. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, looking to refinance, or navigating a complex financial situation, Allie's team is here to guide you every step of the way. River City Stitch offers premium on-site custom embroidery, screen printing, promotional items,
All right, coming back at you here, we have left fielder Tatum Ellingson leading off here in the bottom of 2. And we're getting a little peek from the sun. I think it's going to be off and on throughout the day, one way or the other. All right, held off for ball 1, and we're going to do some shifting around, so bear with us here. We'll go mute, but keep things moving. Well struck up the middle. Tatum with a timely, and she's going to advance. Try to take second, and she's in there safe underneath the tag. Very nice heads up base running. Gets runners in better position. So in there with the leadoff single, advances to second on a throwing error. Tatum Ellison getting us started here in the second, down 1 run thus far. 7th, I think. Might be 8th tonight. Nope. Still working through the order. You want the mic?
No.
All right. Okay. Up next is Lily Wang. So Lily is another strong bat in the lineup. throughout the years likes playing more cleanup role, and that brings it. First pitch fouled, next pitch hit well. That's tracked by the center fielder for out number 1. Solid contact. Take that all day long as a coach. Up there to hit. So, 1 out. Runner on second. That is left fielder Tatum Ellingson. Up to bat now is number 6, freshman Reese Nelson, currently catching. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Second pitch coming. Swung. That's a little bloop over the third baseman. That's going to be fair. And she's going to come in with a stand-up double on a little bloop single. We'll take it. So clutch hitting scores the leadoff runner of Nora Killian. Not Nora. That was Tatum Ellingson. My bad. Looking at lineup and trying to get everything written here. All right, up next is right fielder, number 9, freshman Harper Withers. And we are bottom of 2 here. River Falls opens with back-to-back hits that end up as doubles, which is enough to score a run, and Nelson advances to third on the pass ball wild pitch. Next pitch taken in there for strike 1. The 1-1 delivery. Swung and missed for strike 2. And third pitch in there for a swinging strike 3 for out number 2 of the inning. All right, we'll see if Autumn Schultz can help her fellow pitcher out with a base hit to score Nelson. 2 outs. 2 outs here in the second. That's going to be a bloop over left field, very similar to Nelson's hit. And first pitch knocks the run in on a single to left field for taking a lead for the Wildcats. And now I'm trying to count back through. Opat's up next. If memory serves, she hit a little weak one. She's going to lay down a bunt. Ball in the dirt, thrown to first and scooped nicely by the first baseman. And 2-out bunt there by Opats, and that was enough to retire the side. Super close in getting on, but that was enough for out number 3. And that brings us, so with 1, 2, 3 hits, no errors, and the Wildcats were able to generate 1 run, they generated 2 runs that inning with timely hits and took a 2-1 lead. This brings us to the top of the third, where Schurz will likely face more of the middle of the order. I think either 2, 3, 4 or 3, 4, 5 in the Mustang lineup. All right, we are back at it here. Start top of third, and we're going to go with a leadoff hit batsman. So first runner is on board. Looked like it got her in a good spot to where not too much, able to shake it off and laugh it off on the way down to first. So always like seeing that with hit pitches or hit batsmen. All right, so nobody on, and I'd expect bunt. So everybody should creep a little bit and know what you've got. But again, you got 2, 3, 4. Nelson comes up, first pitch in there for a ball 1, called high. Next pitch, swung. Oh. And Nelson goes for a pickoff move. Runner broke to second. So one of those, learning. You're going to draw the throw over. So that second pitch was in there for a strike. Yeah. Second pitch, or next pitch, the 1-2 delivery for a called strike. One-two pitch coming as I work through. Ball is popped up here, infield fly. Opats calls off Wang in a good move there for out number 1. Exactly how you want to see that play. Girls converge. The voice playing it comes through, and everyone else yields. So good play in the field there, ladies. All right, so up next, I've got the 4th hitter. Could be 5th, could be off one, but all right, she's going to square the bunt. Nelson throws to third, and that's exactly why you do that. So she had the awareness to at least throw it to Schultz, who was crashing on a bunt. So exactly, again, why you show that situation. Ground ball, hit Wang, and unable to play it. And she tries to knock it down. Ball was able to get through. So next runner gets aboard on an infield. We could go single. Ball was hit hard down the line. It was a backhand play for Wang. She did get good leather on it. First swing, ball hit to second. She's going to flip it for 1 over to shortstop, Killian. Almost twisted a double play there. Love seeing that at this age. For out, so we get a 4-6 out number 1, or out number 2 on the inning. And of course, I'm losing track of my batters, so 12. All right, first pitch coming, swung for swinging strike 1, fouled, straight down.
Get back hard.
And we're gonna see these guys again appear to be good, aggressive. Oh, good snap throw and dangerous play right here in front for a fairly close play. So 0-2 pitch coming here from Schurz, and hard hit. Lee gets it out in center field. She's going to send it in, cut by Killian for a hard single that will move the runners over to second and third with 2 outs. All right, ball in dirt, blocked by Nelson. good scoop. Ball in the dirt for ball one. And we have 1-0 pitch. In the dirt again. Scoop by Nelson. Ball kept in front. That's all you're hoping to do in this moment. Oh. All right, so first 3 pitches, 2 in the dirt. Next one misses high, and first base is open. That's what you soften this one with. It's like, actually makes it easier for the infielders. Having that bag open, and use that pitch to come back, find the grip, find the strike zone, as she does nicely. So now in this moment, hitters count, but Schurz knows how to handle this moment. She goes down, ball low. Opatz makes a nice play in the gap here near side to field it, and we get a nice 4-3 for out number 3 to retire the side, but not after giving up a run here in this inning, tying the game at 2. Coming up for the Wildcats will be Harper Lee, Nora Killian, and Hannah Latham. Last time through, we had a little bit of action through there and able to generate a run a little bit deeper in the lineup. So see what kind of excitement can be drawn. All right, going top of third here. We have up to bat number 14, freshman Harper Lee, playing center field tonight. Harper's a good utility player. We have played her at shortstop and center field this season, and pretty indicative of what she played growing up through the youth system as well. So first pitch taken in the dirt for ball one. The 1-2 delivery coming, and fooled everybody. Down the middle, called strike, and the catcher missed it, and it bounced off, I think, the umpire's thigh somehow or another. But that too will happen. So 1-1 count coming to Harper Lee. Tie ball game. That's nice. Ball popped up near side. It's going to sneak out of play or right along the fence for strike number 2. This wind makes me concerned here, Eric.
About what?
Whether or not we got another batch of rain coming. But if we do, we do.
We got the tent, man.
That we do. We do have the tent. Pitch, ooh, called strike 3 on what looked to be a slightly outside pitch, but called nonetheless. It was down right height, so that will be out number 1 with a strikeout for Lee. Up next is Nora Killian. Good hold on the high pitch there. Last at bat for Killian. Missing this one. Hard line drive. That's going to scoot by, get to the fence. So Killian's in for at least a double. Looking to get 3 as the ball is sent in to the shortstop. So with 1 out, Nora Killian gets a little silly going over there for a 1 out triple here in the top of 3. Just when the Wildcats need to get little bingo going to get things moving. So up next is Hannah Latham. Last at bat, I believe Latham struck out. First pitch misses high and away for ball number 1. Next pitch fouled near side with a lot of spin on it.
Is the ball
Strike
okay?
1.
My toes not though. Just
And Hannah is in the lineup as a DP, or it's designated player. There's unique use in softball on how you can use that DP, but
So
for
are
all
they batting
intents,
10?
they are only batting 9.
Tight.
And in this case, she is batting for Harper Schurz, the pitcher. So it's like a DH in American League Baseball, really. All right, Hannah grounds ball to shortstop. Shortstop fields and throws, but on the fielder's choice, Hannah Latham gets carded for an RBI, which is a go-ahead run. Again, ball in play, good things happen. All right, this brings up number 12, left fielder, sophomore Tatum Ellingson. Last at bat, ripped a single that she stretched into a double. Next, first pitch down the middle, grounded to the second baseman for out number 3. So, and just like that, we are moving into the top of the 4th inning. So the Wildcats take a 1-run lead off of a 1 out triple from Killian, who is able to be batted in. So that is said, we're going to do a quick throw out to our sponsors.
Following sponsors for supporting our broadcast of today's game. Johnny's Bar in downtown River Falls is a proud supporter of Wildcat softball. Looking for your new favorite hangout? Come on down to Johnny's Bar, where good friends, cold drinks, and great times go hand in hand. When life throws you a curve, whether it's a fender bender, a hailstorm, or a new home adventure, you need someone who's got your back. You can trust Jared Hines and his team at American Family Insurance in downtown Ellsworth. Accidents happen, and when they do, call Jared and protect your crash with the stash. River Falls Wildcats.
All right, so top of 4, we're joining you back. First pitch to number 13. We are down towards the bottom of the order. This is either batter 8 or 9. I'm not 100% sure because, again, dealing with rain and everything else. First pitch, ball 1. Second pitch, fouled hard to the right side for strike number 1. Ball coming back in, and the umpire is doing a great job of managing the ball dryness. Always a treat having multiple towels as one saturates. Got to have a backup. But rain has subsided. Hopefully the speed they're playing, we can get through this. So 1-1 pitch in there for a called strike, fastball. Leaving no doubt on that one. 1-2 pitch, misses low and in. Evens the count out at 2-2. 2-2 delivery, changeup. It's going to miss low for ball 3, bringing the count full. All right, full count delivery. Comes right back, heater down the middle, fouled right at us for the first base coach. And we will continue with the 3-2 count. All right, 3-2 count. Schurz has good command of her fastball tonight. And chopper ground ball. Wang is like, I got this. Seen enough of these. Played really nicely. Waited. You get that option. You either attack right away or you step back. She stepped back, took the second hop, fielded it for an unassisted out number 1, getting that leadoff runner out. Takes a lot of pressure off. Should they start to stack or some mishaps happen. Looks like we got number 0, so I am going to say this is the 9th batter. So that is where we're at. Next pitch coming. And that's going to be a bloop. Ooh. Withers in quick on that. A little bloop single to right field. Again, seeing eye single. Weird how those drop in sometimes. But with 1 out, the Mustangs get to the tying run aboard. This brings up top of the order, number 21. We know a good number of these girls can bunt or like to bunt. First pitch coming. Swung on, foul back to this side into the JV baseball game for strike number 1. And this would be pitcher, or number 21, the pitcher for the Mustangs. Runner looks to go, and Nelson's not having that again. She's going to be like, you're either going or I'm not throwing. So, good to see the reaction. Throw behind, runner's going to go. So make sure she's moving before you fire it. Yep. And we're going to do this time and time. All right, so all of those shenanigans, I lost count of the count, so I think it's 1-2 based on what. Yep, 1-2. So 1 out, 1-2 delivery coming. Pitch underway, swung, another ground ball, and dangerous play there. Made it a little more difficult than it needed to be. Wang rushed to step back and didn't quite have the ball secured, but had the wherewithal to pick it up and make the tag. Those can always be fun when they come off the bat like that. They're spinning and they want to spin back towards you from a right-hander. You don't trust them, so then they hit your mitt and who knows where it goes. But at the end of the day, on a field or unassisted put out for Wang, and runner moves to second. Ooh, nice looking starting pitch, but called ball 1, just a little high. All right, this is the second batter of the lineup. I know his fake bunt, and here we go. Fake bunt, strike, and all right, so a little bunt steal look. Nelson bobbles a little bit, throws it down, and the rotation was where it was supposed to be. You got your third baseman crashing, shortstop filling behind her, and that's really why you call that play is runner coming from second, you're reading the shortstop. If it's a foot race to get to third, take it, because third baseman should be charging on the bunt, assuming that's the coverage you have. So it's more of a read steal, if you will, or fake bunt steal. So, all right, the 1-1 delivery, and therefore strike 2. Kim with the tying run on third. Schurz pitching ahead in the count. 2 outs. Infield is ready and aware. We're going to 1. Next pitch, swung and missed for strike 3 to end the inning. Again, I will say that's something that Schurz has been exceptional with all year, is pitching with runners in dicey situations. So, last throw out over to our other sponsors.
Services in River Falls and Prescott. A proud supporter of Wildcat softball and sponsor of the River City Stitch Baller of the Game, you can trust Callie and her team for all your promotional needs. River Falls Wildcat Softball would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting our broadcast of today's game. Looking to move in or move up? Connect with Sarah Jenkins and Property Executives Realty, your hometown expert. Visit sarahjenkins.com today and let Sarah help you find your way home. Allie and the Massa Mortgage team is your trusted partner in navigating the complex world of home financing. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, looking to refinance, or navigating a complex financial situation, Allie's team is here to guide you every step of the way. River City Stitch offers premium on-site custom embroidery, screen printing, promotional items, and graphic design services in River Falls and Prescott. A proud supporter of Wildcat softball and sponsor of the River City Stitch Baller of the Game, you can trust Callie and her team for all your promotional needs. River Falls.
All right, coming at you here, top or bottom of 4 will be first baseman, freshman Lily Wang leading off. Last at bat, Wang went down swinging. So first pitch coming and fouls one off for strike 1. Sorry, couldn't see that swinging strike, but it was a foul towards the third base side. All right, next pitch, gonna miss high for ball 1. Joining me on camera, back in action, is Mr. Eric Withers. So shout out to the family out and about, Florida. We're still trying to figure out the best camera angles. We kind of feel it's good from the outfield, but with rain today, we didn't have a behind the fence cam. So we opted to just go, we're at our home field, we do have a platform, so that's the angle you get here at home. All right, next pitch in there, ball. So got 3-1 count to the leadoff batter of bottom of the 4th with the Wildcats holding on to a 1-run lead. Let's see if they can get 1 or 2 would be nice, insurance runs. Next pitch called based on that look that I know all so well. I'm gonna guess was an inside called strike. So 3-2 delivery coming. And Wang just gets under it. We got discussion there. Shortstop and second baseman weren't 100% sure. Shortstop made the play though for out number 1. And that brings up freshman catcher Reese Nelson. Last at bat, singled to left field. First pitch coming, and she's going to line another ball out to pretty much same spot. If you're charting at home, I'd make a shift, but I know where she hits the ball. So Nelson goes 2 for 2 on the night with 1 out. She's aboard at second base. That brings up number 9, freshman Harper Withers. I know what I'd like to see in this moment, but first pitch, fouled back near the JV field. Just next pitch coming. Withers, ground ball, second baseman makes a play deep in the hole. Gets the fielder's choice out, but not before advancing Nelson into scoring position as Autumn Schultz comes up to bat. So that cycles around to the top of the Wildcats order. Good opportunity here to get an insurance run. Got Nelson running from second. 2 outs. She should be moving on contact if all the discussions over the years have sunk in, which I know they have. So first pitch swung on, ground ball to third baseman, and bang play here at first. I think was the right call, in truth, what I'm hearing, and we were just as close as the umpire was. Calls it safe. So with 2 outs, 2 aboard, runners on first and third for the Wildcats. We'll see what Coach Taryn wants to do in this situation. She's going to send Autumn, and she does. Autumn goes in uncontested into second base. So here we go. Batter number 2 is number 3, junior Rory Opatz, playing second base. Takes the second pitch in there for ball 2. Again, this is the fun part of this game. Timely hit right here, scores 2, gives some insurance going into the back half of the game. Let's see what happens. Misses inside ball 3. Also alive is dirt ball reads. Got some aggressive base runners out there at the moment. So 3-0 count. Most likely going to be a take here with an open base at first. And on deck will be Harper Lee playing center field. So a little 2-out action materializing here for the Wildcats. Lee, last at bat, went down on a strikeout. First at bat hit into a fielder's choice, which was a weird pop-up that hung Autumn out to dry. It was an infield pop that Autumn had to tag up at first, and when the ball dropped, she was nowhere in position. You can't be in that moment. So first pitch in there for a ball. See what Lee does here. The 1-0 delivery. Swung and fouled back for strike 1. All right, 1-1 delivery. Jams up a little bit. Hands inside, will be fouled over to first base side for strike number 2, which will prompt a ball swap, most likely. Umpire's been very good about coming out and waiting to do that. Super helpful for the pitchers, I know. All right. Pitcher takes her stance on the 1-2 delivery. Ball in there, ball hit well, pretty much right to the left fielder. Went back, came forward, and gloved it for out number 3. So with a little bit of balls in play, the River Falls Wildcat leave 3 aboard, bases loaded there in the bottom of 4. And will hold on to a 1-run lead as we move into the 5th inning. And I did not have the scoreboard on there following our sponsors' videos, so sorry for that at home. get those throws down. All right, so joining us top of 5 here, we've got number 10, the third hitter for the Menomonie Mustangs. A few substitutions throughout the field. Looks like Izzy Meyer was swapped out here at first base, near side, for Lily Wang. First pitch in there, swinging strike one. And then we have Ava Johnson and Kylie Schaefer in right and center field, swapping out Harper Lee and Harper Withers. Next pitch, little bleep single, and played. Girl's trying to get 2-2, and she's going to be in there for a single, slightly misplayed. It short hopped Ava Johnson out in center field. So with the leadoff runner on second base, brings up the number 4 hitter for the Mustangs. And I'm curious how they're going to play this. They need a run to tie, so tying runners on second base. They like to bunt, play small ball. It'd be key to get that runner over to third, and that's exactly what they're going to do. And they did it perfectly. Well executed. And they're going to try to argue she didn't have access to the bag on the throw. It's bang bang, you've got girls running. Let's see what we call. But the initial call was runner was out. And in that case, you're not blocking the bag. You're both converging on it. So on the first pitch, strike one on the bunt. Nelson fires a shot down to rotating Nora Killian, who makes a play. Clutch play as a pitcher. You get that dicey situation out of the way with just some good glove work. Ooh, nasty changeup in there for a swinging strike 2. I think I almost come back with that changeup. Again. She was definitely off base or off balance there. I mean, they're struggling to catch the fastball, but it had her so far out front that, see it again. All right, so just missed it away for ball 2. Shears takes her sign, slings it in there, ball in the dirt. Gloved nicely by Nelson for out number 2 and another strikeout. Unfortunately, I've had too much going on. I have not been recording the strikeouts for Shears. I usually try to keep the strikeout to walk ratio at a minimum. Well, first pitch in there, swinging strike 1, fouled back. Given the mess, or the situations, not mess, that she's pitched herself out of, I know we're up to at least 4 or 5 strikeouts. Oh, a nice little wrap. Stuck the bat out into the zone and knocked it up the middle for base hit. So that brings us to the 7th hitter in the lineup. Oh, no, 6th hitter, number 12. So this will be. So with 2 outs, the Mustangs get their tying runner aboard here in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch underway and scoop. Nelson just misplayed the scoop and ball in the dirt. Runner advances to second, so 1 base closer to tying the game. Next pitch coming. Swung and grounded. Oh boy. All right. Now we got a pickle. He's zooming in on this. All right. This is, threw that one too soon. Oh my goodness. It's everything you don't want to see as a coach. Now let's see how they respond. They had And it's still early season. I like this call. Coach Taryn's coming out to have a discussion, and they're even teaching the base running side on this as well, how they handled it. They started that really well, had her moving back and forth, then one quick throw, and then excitement, and it's hard to stay calm in those moments. Like when you're doing a pickle, whether you're running.
There were 9 kids in that pickle.
There were 9 kids
There was like
in
11
that pickle.
and
then a runner behind. And Nelson knows when you're dealing with third, somebody's got to maintain the plate. So she was kind of staying back. But again, I know we work on it. We worked on it last year quite a bit. It happens every so often. 2 outs. Unfortunately, that's a bonus out. Now you come out, talk them down. You're near the bottom of the order here. First pitch in there, fireball, strike 1. Let's get to work, get out of the inning. There's 2 outs. 0-1 delivery. Schurz has her sign, backs up. She's coming right back at it. And I would not let off the gas here. 7-hitter, nothing against her in the lineup. It's just, you're going full throttle here, especially with a little bit of red butt coming off of that pickle situation. So let's see what we got, and she does. She goes right back to the fastball and fouled back on a late swing. Another nice pitch. So we'll see what sign Nelson gives. Sign given. Takes her stance, and the 0-2 delivery just misses outside on another fastball. So looks like they are feeling the same thing. Again, coaches let the kids call their pitches, so it's always fun seeing both how they're communicating, what pitches they want to go with. A lot of it's confidence. And blooped here near side. And Izzy Myers makes a valiant attempt to glove it. Schurz stays ahead in the count. 0-2. With the tying and go-ahead run on base in scoring position. Usually don't like to utter that, but for situational awareness purposes. Oh, I don't have the third base mark there, so I'm glad I did utter it. It's a good reminder. Next pitch coming. Ooh, foul back. Nelson takes it off the chest and gives a grimace. I'm good. You know that one stung, but trust the gear and move on with life. All right, the 0-2 delivery again, swinging strike 3, and Schurz battles out of it again. So good back and forth here. You got some glove work in the field. You got some really good pitching. And once again, the Mustangs leave runners in scoring position down 1. That's where this game can be so frustrating. So that brings us to the bottom of 5. We have Killian, Latham, and Ellingson up to bat. And yes, just a single game today. And we've got a game against Prescott tomorrow night at, I believe, 4:30 as well. That will be a good one. I know it's been interesting for me with youth ball, the teams you play, because those are 2-year windows. And then you get to JV varsity, and now it's a 4-year window. Some teams, they have to pull their best players up to varsity because of numbers. And all of a sudden, the team that was just tough to beat as a youth team doesn't have that over-dominant pitcher, and now there's opportunity there. So it's been an interesting walk for me this year in just seeing that, because thus far, I mean, the Wildcats are sitting at 9-1. They are playing well. Their first loss was first game of the year against Baldwin, who has a formidable pitcher in Jenna Vogren. And they know that. They play hockey with her, and we had fun on that game as we were trying to get the announcing stuff set up. But since, it has been a mix of good games, domination, I think a couple of close ones, led by pitching, and just key hitting as we navigate the lineup. So as we step into the bottom of the 5th, again we have Nora Killian going in there at shortstop. She's had a solid game back there. Last at bat, she had a 1-out triple, which led to the go-ahead run after Nelson knocked her in the, I think that was the 3rd inning. We'll see how she gets things started here in the bottom of the 5th. On deck is designated player Hannah Latham. And first pitch, swung. Kind of I'd go a little more than a check swing, but not full grip and rip there. Just tapped foul. 3-2.
Nora brings the intensity.
She does. That she does. Nora is very intense. I like that. Still learning everybody's classes. Nora is one of the handful of juniors on this team. 1, 2, 3. Looks like we have 4 juniors on this team. The 0-2 pitch swung on, foul back. And I did not get updated stats today, but I will. Next ball fouled back towards the, popcorn just took a spill. Womp, womp, and it flipped perfectly over. Top landed on the ground. Womp, womp, womp. All right, so we're back to 0-2 on this side. And good check swing on a high fastball. Good pitch location there for the pitcher. She's in protect mode here, so last thing you want to do is serve one up down the middle in an 0-2 situation. Next pitch, good foul back, and good quality at bat here for Nora right now. 1-2 delivery. Oh, fooled her, and it was too late to get the bat out there. A little bit of indecision, and that's tough when you've got 2 strikes. So, actually a very solid at bat. A lot of foul balls. You hold your head up there. Up next is Hannah Latham here. Again, she is the DP. And swings, and ball's going to get down as she hustles down the line to first. Second baseman unable to make a play on that as the ball landed and drifted through. So with 1 out, the Cats get 1 runner aboard, and this brings up Tatum Ellingson. Tatum has had, I think, a single and a walk tonight. I love looking down at my book and realize I forget to write in one of the at-bats, so it is what it is. And Tatum, it's interesting. I don't know how that was foul. That looked like it was sitting in front of home plate. It might have been off to the left. Bad angle here, but didn't look like it hit her foot or anything, so it'll be strike 1. Next pitch, swinging strike 2. All right. 0-2 delivery coming. 1 out, bottom of 5. And Ellingson pops it foul, out of play, down third base side. 1-2 pitch coming, change up. Got enough of it to stay alive.
Got a baseball on the field.
You know, we all want the diamond fields. The one drawback of the diamond fields is the balls come at you from all directions.
Danger zone.
Yeah. And you keep your head on a swivel, but you hear heads up. And then why do they say heads up? Like the last thing you want to do is look up and take a ball right in the face. All right, 1-2 coming, and Tatum fouls another one off to the third base side. Always left me perplexed. All right, for the 23rd pitch of this batter to Tatum, and she misses outside for just ball 2. Evening the count out at 2-2. If that sun comes out, I'm gonna be overdressed. All right, 2-2 delivery. Ground ball towards the gap, and she's going to beat that out. So ball hit to the hole, absolutely great quality at bat. Foul ball, foul ball, foul ball, 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 foul, and then get an infield single. So good piece of hitting there. I like seeing that. And that moves the runners to first and second with 1 out. And up to bat is, can't tell if that would be Izzy Myers, who was substituted in for Lily Wang. Meyer comes in short of the other night. Izzy plays some catcher, a little bloop single, and ooh, this is dangerous, dangerous. Oh, safe here. That was absolutely bonkers. Now, here's what we're gonna have. Neither umpire called infield fly. And I think we're gonna discuss this real quick. Okay, so we're gonna try this. So in that case, and that's why Izzy quit running. You had a classic infield fly situation. First and second, less than 2 outs. So in that case, pop up into the infield. Batter's automatically out. The runner should stay. So when it hits the ground, like the last thing you want them to do is take off running. So, so in that case, batter's out automatically. Umpire's supposed to call it and declare it. Izzy heard it. And the runners, it's their call if they want to advance, but if the ball's caught, they got to tag up, and in that case it dropped and everyone's tagging. So yeah, one of those moments. But all that aside, we have batter called out for out number 2 of the inning. The runners advanced on the drop ball in the weird way. Another foul ball coming, gets onto the field. And up to bat now is Reese Nelson, who's 2 for 2 on the night with a couple of singles to left field. If you're charting in the dugout, I would move your left fielder in 4 steps and over shortstop. She's hit the same slot. So we got a 1-1 count. Runners on second and third. And another hard knock to shortstop. And shortstop tries to tag the runner. Oh, I guess shortstop did tag her. Are we appealing this? Interesting. Okay.
I don't think there's appeals, Andrew, at the high school JV.
Okay.
Is that what you mean? This question?
100%. It wasn't. Yeah, there was no tag there. Now, one of those. It's an angle situation. Ball hit hard. We'll see. That's going to end up costing a run because that would have been an Misplayed there by shortstop. You just go to first. She fielded it, got distracted by the runner, and yeah, got the out. And is what it is. But so yeah, that's what we have. A little bit of confusion there. Coming up for the Mustangs, I believe is going to be the 7, 8, 9 hitter, but I will let you know. Brings us to the top of 6. So another solid knock by Nelson. Would have gotten a runner in. I don't know that you can undo an appeal. You can at least let it be known, but to the fairness, the home plate umpire, the field umpire called it, and that is her call. Yeah, once you call, you see a tag, and there was no tag. We were wondering if she was out of the baseline in that case. But runner has to move to avoid the fielder. So kind of bang bang play. She thought she tagged, and that was out number 3. All right, moving into top of the 6th inning, 2 to play. We have batter number 8 in the 8-9-1. All right, first pitch in the 6th. Swung, ground ball to Opatz. Opatz handles it like the upperclassman she is. She's seen a ground ball or two. Well hit and play made. Thrown over to Izzy Meyer for out number 1.
I don't know. We're going to see if she got it right.
What happened?
Ground ball to second base. All right, first pitch. Pitch taken for strike 1. A 1 pitch coming. Batter shows bunt, reloads and tries to swing. Probably wouldn't be my recommendation when you're struggling to catch up with a pitcher, faking a bunt and then trying to reload. It's already hard enough to hit. Let's add more stuff in there, but here we go. Oh boy. Whew. All right. And on a simple out, 3-pitch strikeout. We drop it and then throw a ball in the dirt when we had plenty of time. It's like all good, but fielded nicely, and there were backups in play. So, all right, with 2 outs, the Mustangs come back to the top of the lineup. I know there's been at least 1 strikeout. There's going to be a fly ball to right field. Ava Johnson sprinting to get there, unable to get there before it drops. That will be recorded for strike number 1. And the way this started, I was worried that it was going to be miserable up and down all night. And here, the way it worked out, missed it that first inning, maybe. And we've been good since. So the 0-1 fouled back. 0-2. O2 pitch coming. 2 outs, top of 6. Wildcats holding on to a narrow 1-run lead, 3-2. Ball hit to the right side. Johnson gloves it and gets it back in, and that will go in for a 2-out single, which puts a runner on first. This is a weird one. Being ready for a bunt. This is a number 2 hitter. Definitely top half of this lineup can all bunt. Now, question I have, with 2 outs, do you bunt? Everybody's going to be ready for it. First pitch, swinging strike 1. Would be an unorthodox call to bunt right here, but if that's what you got, yep. So 0-1 pitch. Ball fouled back and gloved by Nelson, so that brings the count to 0-2. So now you lock in and focus on the batter here. Like, you don't give up second base, you're still ready for a steal, but all the other shenanigans thrown down to first, just get after the batter here, you're ahead. Good choice and pitch count. Good look. Good look. I love it. Right fielder Ava Johnson trying to sell the snap throw down, but kind of what I was talking about. Not the throw I'd want to make here when you're ahead in the batter, but it's all good. Keeps everybody honest. Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay. Absolutely 2 outs. The drop third strike. You go. So again, just need to do some homework on the rules of the game. As a catcher, those have to be locked in. Is what it is. I'm obviously a little critical in that case. So again, an extra out. This brings up the third batter. And oh man. Good throw. And now we've got the game winner out at second base. Game tying run at third. First pitch. Yep. Again, let's get out of this. This is the 3-hitter. 2 outs. Pitch in, just misses outside. Let's survive this one. It's tough to grin and...
Top of 6.
Top of 6. Yep, 1-run lead. 1-1 count. Schurz misses just outside, bringing the count to 2-1. Now, crazy talk. Called strike 2 on that pitch. If she can lay a bunt down, everybody step back. We're just going to 1. Lay a bunt down. Third base is playing back. That's a crazy moment, but all right. And that will be ball 4. I was off by a pitch there, so that loads up the bases. Bringing up the number 4 hitter, I believe, the catcher. So this is a solid moment for the Mustangs. We'll see if they can capitalize. And likewise, battle testing moment for the Wildcats, led by Schurz. How do we pitch in this moment? First pitch in the dirt for ball 1, blocked by Nelson. These are classic moments of how quickly can you forget. The short memory. Like, now everyone's got to lock in. And we got her. Great play of first. Autumn Schultz making a play. And good stretch play there by Izzy Meyer for out number 3. And once again, the Mustangs will look back at this. 3 left on. And Schurz battles through a tough situation. So, in that moment, I will certainly do some parent coaching on that, where you just have to have your awareness. 2 strike, drop third strike. You've got to get the batter there. Seems like there was another mishap, but it's just one of those that situationally, it's one of those weird rules. If first base is occupied and not 2 outs, you have no threat there. But the second you get 2 outs, drop third strike is always in play. So that's where the confusion was, is first base was occupied, but with 2 outs, everybody's moving. So I'm gonna kick it over to a quick sponsor video here, if I can figure it out right quick. Just get one more look in.
This game. Johnny's Bar in downtown River Falls is a proud supporter of Wildcat softball. Looking for your new favorite hangout? Come on down to Johnny's Bar, where good friends, cold drinks, and great times go hand in hand. When life throws you a curve, whether it's a fender bender, a hailstorm, or a new home adventure, you need someone who's got your back. You can trust Jared Himes and his team at American Family Insurance in downtown Ellsworth. Accidents happen, and when they do, call Jared and protect your crash with the stash. River Falls Wildcat Softball would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting our broadcast of today's game.
All right, coming back to the bottom of 6. Cats holding onto a very narrow one-run lead. Mustangs have knocked on the door 2, if not the last 3 innings, with some lot of good base running, not without the help of a few mental mistakes across the board. Just minor things that you want to see cleaned up as the game goes along. I can think of 3 or 4 that come to mind. 2 outs and you don't just automatically go to first. You got the pickle. Pickles are always dynamic, and then drop third strike moment. So again, that's the coach in me. I'm trying to think through, okay, what do we need to be prepared for? So I'm sure Coach Stearns did a nice job. All right, up to bat, Ava Johnson gets on with a leadoff single to start the 6th. Hopefully that can be a little energy to get an insurance run along the way. All right, first pitch in there was low for ball 1 in the dirt, and that was enough for Ava to take second. Now, Ava's an astute base runner. She came in and swapped out with Harper Withers. So with a leadoff single, she's able to advance to second on a ground pass ball. And that brings us to top of the lineup in Autumn Schultz. The ball popped up to the infield, pitcher's underneath, and that will be out number 1. Up next is Rory Opatz, hitting the ball very well all season, batting over 300 on the year. And runner in scoring position, does a really good job of hitting line drives, so hopefully she can find some green here with Ava running. I think I'm taking that every time if this ball gets to the outfield, unless it's just hard hit right at somebody, because ball's going to be wet. They got to come up and make a good throw, so I'm with Ava. She's one of the faster players, and naturally the line drive goes right to the third baseman for out number 2. So the Mustangs are getting the outs they need after a leadoff single to Ava Johnson. And up to bat now is Kylie Schaefer, who came in for Harper Lee in center field. Good check swing. Johnson out there tempting the catcher to do something with a huge lead. Down by shortstop. 0-1-0 delivery, swung on and missed. Johnson moves to third. And in this moment, you'll take that run any way possible. You want her to be batted in on a good hard line drive single RBI, but In truth, when you have a 1-run lead, you'll take that run with a pass ball or any bizarre play that you can get it in. Schaefer fouls off the next pitch. All right, the 1-2 delivery coming. 2 outs, bottom of 6. Hopefully this is the last chance for the Wildcats to bat, but they will have the bottom of 7 if need be. The 2-2 delivery coming. Misses, low and in for ball 3. Bringing the count full. A solid performance by the Menomonie pitcher tonight. There's been a solid number of hits, but hasn't been a lot of walks, and that's going to be a bloop seeing eye single in a clutch moment for Kylie Schaefer. Gets aboard with a 2-out RBI and adds an insurance run to the Wildcats, bringing it to 4-2. And we'll see what we do with Kyle as Nora Killian comes up to bat. She was clutch in breaking the ice and getting on board with a triple, and was later batted in. Hitting the ball really well. The outfield is playing in, so we'll see with Nora's intensity. Kylie Schaefer here on first. Ball grounded to the third baseman. That's going to be overthrown first. The right fielder was not backing up. First baseman collects back behind us and runs it back in. So, ball in play, always a good thing. And third baseman just overthrew the first baseman. So Nora Killian gets aboard on a throwing error. And this brings up another strong hitter in Hannah Latham. I think had a single last at bat. And she steps up with 2 runners on, both in scoring position here, and swings at the first pitch for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery taken high and in as she backs away from the pitch. The 1-1 coming. Ground ball towards the middle and unable to backhand it by the second baseman, and that will go as a loose, depending on how they're scoring at home. Could give that a hit, you could give that an error. It was a tough play for second baseman on a backhander up the middle. Would have been a very hard throw to make. All right, so with 2 outs, Hannah Latham knocks in a run on an infield fielder's choice, infield single, depending on how it's scored. I'm just a talking head, not the official score, in case anybody's out there at home. So on the first pitch, Latham was moving, so they are going to try to advance her as left fielder Tatum Ellingson comes up to bat. Swung on the first swung and fouled back the first pitch. And Killian advances on the pass ball, and Latham moves to second. So, and just like that, the Wildcats open up the lead to 6-2. What looked to be a difficult stretch. With 2 outs, they have really expanded the insurance runs in this inning. So I'm off on my count. I think it's 2-1. Swinging, strike 2. 2-2 delivery. Misses way outside. Latham to third on the pass ball. And we will have a full count. Next pitch coming, full count, runner on third, bottom of 6. And Ellingson rips it to the shortstop, who fields it cleanly and delivers a strike to the first baseman for out number 3. So Ellingson not finding gaps tonight, hitting the ball well, but brings us to the end of the inning, not without scoring 3 runs, most of which came with 2 outs there. The Wildcats take a 6-2 lead.
Wildcat Softball would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting our broadcast of today's game. Looking to move in or move up? Connect with Sarah Jenkins and Property Executives Realty, your hometown expert. Visit sarahjenkins.com today and let Sarah help you find your way home. Allie and the Massa Mortgage team is your trusted partner in navigating the complex world of home financing. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, looking to refinance, or navigating a complex financial situation, Allie's team is here to guide you every step of the way. River City Stitch offers premium on-site custom embroidery, screen printing, promotional items, and graphic design services in River Falls and Prescott. A proud supporter of Wildcat Softball and sponsor of the River City Stitch Baller of the Game, you can trust Callie and her team for all your promotional needs. River Falls.
All right, we are back for the top of the 7th inning. Wildcats having a 4-run lead as they try to close this up and close this game out. Up to bat, I believe, is number 26, which makes it 7-8-9 to close out the game. I'm not sure if they said, no, it's number 20. So that's 5, 6, 7. And of course, 6, 7 had to be uttered there.
What's 5, 6, 7 though? Where they're at in the order?
Where they're at in the order, yep. All right, first pitch misses for ball 1. And keep Harper Schurz on in good rhythm here. Lock in and get after this. Close out, 3 up, 3 down if possible. It's an ideal situation. The extra runs and shenanigans from last inning led to getting the bottom of the order to close the game. So, first 2 pitches. I'm gonna lock in, and we are 2-0. Hitters count here. Next pitch, ooh, fouled down. Or no, that stays fair, and Meyer, one of those moments for first baseman. Wang had one very similarly, where you just move before that thing's in your glove. Everything's happening fast. You got the runner coming at you. You want to scoop and move, and left before she had it. So, leadoff runner gets aboard. Got some room to play, but that will get us around to the top of the order, barring a double play here. So, first pitch in there for a strike. Nelson fires down. So, they appeared to be locked in. Had good backups. Next pitch, foul back. For strike number 2. Oh-2 delivery underway, swinging, strike 3 for out number 1. Putting that at strikeout 6 or 7, not 100%. Again, too many moving parts. Add some ADHD and Who knows what I'm paying attention to half the time.
They're arguing those 2 strikes. You had 3, right?
I had 3. Or, nope, we're going to come back and go with 2 strikes. So we are at an 0-2 count. You win some, you lose some. You definitely missed an out earlier. And goes down on a high called strike 3. So everything is squared away. So second batter of the inning goes down on 3, maybe 4 strikes, but they got it figured out. I think next pitch, first in there for a swinging strike 1. Sure's going to a lot of fastballs, it appears. Next pitch, coming back at you, another fastball. Misses off the plate, just outside for ball 1. One delivery. Swung on for strike 2. One, 2 coming in the dirt for ball 2. One out. Always like to check in with the infield, make sure they're aware. And foul back. I think that got a piece of Nelson too. She's having a day of it. Took one off the chest. That one looked like it got her in the hand. The joys of catching some days. The 2 deliveries, swinging strike 3 for out number 2. And throwing in rhythm, springs up. And I'm lost in their order, so I had, it should be, oh no, this is number 8. We had 5, 6, 7. Not sure what we're talking about here with 2 outs. I'm gonna play in for a bunt. If I'm third baseman, I would move her in just to be safe. Nobody's pulled the ball on Harper. It's one advantage. And first ground ball is to Izzy Meyer, and she will glove it and retire the side for out number 3 and to end the game, bringing the winning streak to 10 games. That puts the Wildcats at 10-1 on the season. They have another game tomorrow night against Prescott. Down in Prescott, I believe it's a 4:30 start time. Weather's supposed to be premier, so I think we will be set up out in, or down in Prescott for another broadcast of River Falls Wildcat JV softball. So thanks for tuning in at home, and on that note, we will peel off.